Hey, good morning, and welcome to another edition of Fishing Adventures Northwest. I'm Matt, and I am here on the river, and it is basically my first time out this year for winter steelhead fishing. So this is pretty exciting, and I haven't seen many fish roll, and they may not be up this high yet. They're still kind of coming up the coastal rivers, and so, but hey, you know, there's actually a lot of people out here on the river today in boats, drift boats and stuff, and bank fishermen. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna give it my best shot, and hopefully we'll have some luck today. So, let's go ahead and get after it so we can get off. Fish on, baby. Let's go. Okay, hydration break here. So I've got my trout pole strapped onto my bag with Panther Martin. I've got a little net that I probably won't use. It's pretty small. It's kind of a trout net, just sort of an emergency net if I need it. And then we have our nightmare jig here on our, that's our actually 10.5-foot pole with a drift bobber there. And I got a bumper tied on there. And then we've got a bead there with, I believe it's a size 2 hook. And that's my 9.5 foot rod with a bobber dogging setup with a Dave's Tangle Free weight. Not the Tangle Free system, it's a bobber dogging system. I'm going to go ahead and tie on the Tangle Free system. I kind of bought some parts for it. So it's where you put a swivel on both sides and the weight in the middle with a split ring. So we're going to do that on another episode, show you how it's done. All right, well, let's try the Nightmare jig with the Mustad balsa drift float with the weight on the float. I probably don't even need that weight on there because I have a 1/4 ounce jig, I believe. It's usually you put a little weight on there for like an 1/8 ounce jig. You can put 2 weights for a 1/16. A lot of people just have no weights with their 1/4 ounce jig. Sometimes I like to have one on there. It just kind of keeps the bobber straight up and down. Today it doesn't really matter. It's mainly in faster water. So I could take that off of there, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm just gonna leave the weight on there. It's low in the water, but it still fishes. So let's see if this Nightmare can get some luck here. I've had some bobber downs. It could just be rubbing the bottom a little bit, which is kind of what I want anyway. I kind of want it to rub and kind of bounce off the bottom. But yeah, there have been some bobber downs. It could have been fish, and I just reeled in and nothing on the end. So you never know. They could be out there kind of somewhat interested, and I've just been missing them because I've been seeing the bobber kind of tick every now and then. It's either the bottom or it's a fish kind of bumping it. And like I said, I've had some bobber downs. It's either hooked onto a boulder or I just missed the fish because I'd reel in and then there'd be no tension on the end of the line. So I feel like it might have had it and then I just let it go right before I was able to set the hook. So let's see if I can catch a bobber down for you guys. And you be the judge. If it's a rock or a fish. You gotta make sure to bend your line. Keep it pretty tight. Bend it one more time and then let it drift. And then fish takes it down, bobber down. Let's see it. And then reel like a madman. Set that hook. You don't always have to jerk back. You really just want to reel super fast and just basically reel the hook right into the fish's mouth, like the corner of their mouth or even their beak, whatever works, right? You don't want to snag them, obviously. That's a foul hook. But yeah, if you just reel real fast, that hook should just set right in the corner of their mouth, like perfect hook set. And if you need to, once you kind of get a little tension, you can kind of pull back and set it. But basically, once you reel back and you feel the tension, the fish should be on. You don't really have to jerk it because you might break your line, so you want to be careful. I'm just sort of casting out a little bit because there is shallow spots right in front of me. Normally you'd want to, I've already kind of fished those spots and found that they are definitely snaggy spots. And so I just kind of been putting it out there in the channel where I can drift it and hopefully get a bobber down for you guys. I want to see it. You want to see it. We all want to see a bobber down. Let's go. Well, one thing's for sure, I'm gonna have to get up out of here and leave pretty soon. It was only a morning trip for me, and I left my tripod down at the other end where I started from on the river, so hopefully it's still there. If not, I mean, that's why I haven't really done any tripod shots here. I did one at the beginning of the day because I don't have a tripod / selfie stick. So yeah, there were some dudes up there, but I mean, it's almost like it's camouflaged. I just kind of put it in amongst, I don't know if that's a word, in amongst the sticks and stuff. So hopefully it's still there. I can go back and find it. It's kind of camouflaged. I mean, a good fisherman might just bump across it, though. You never know. Oh, there's a bobber down. No, okay. That's probably just the bottom right there. You never know, though. These fish are crafty. Always mend your line. Try not to mend it so that the fish know what you're doing. You want to try to mend it so you're not jerking your bobber around, but you just want to do it subtly. The bobber can kind of rotate, or I kind of move it. Oh, there's a bobber now. Oh, man. Yeah, I think she's just kind of dragging on the bottom there, boys and girls. But, I mean, I'm not taking it for granted. If a fish wants my jig, he can have it. And let's bring him in. Oh, well. All right, I'm gonna throw some spinners out there. We saw a fish roll right in front of us here, so I know there's something out there, a trout or a steelhead, so let's go ahead and try some spinners. Good old Panther Martin. Be good to me. Let's get a big one. Even a small one, I'll take any one. Oh, cool. Well, I feel a few raindrops starting to hit, so it was super nice until now. Just a little bit of kind of cloudy and a little foggy, kind of hanging up in the trees, but beautiful day, beautiful winter day. The river is actually really nice right now. It's not super cloudy or full of debris, not real glacial, all blown out. It's been raining, but it just means that the fish will be moving upriver. I don't think they're upriver this far because we're up pretty far. You really want to be on a coastal river right now. It's where all the steelhead are, popping right up the river, especially with the rain. Every rain event, they're going to be moving upriver more and more. So eventually they'll be up here. There might be a few here, but I don't really expect too much. I just wanted to get out today. It's just fun to get out. But you never know. I might get one on the end of the line after all. You're not going to get them unless you try. Yeah, as you can hear, my reels are all in disrepair. I need to clean them all out. I was going to do it before this trip, and I really should have, but we're definitely going to take all these reels apart, oil them up, clean them up, and make sure they're in good working order, because they've kind of got either sand or maybe some salt water in there, because I did some saltwater fishing. So, but either way, there's some debris in there. I think I got a snag here. Oh, we got a fish. Fish on, baby. Fish on. Fish on, baby. Oh, I think it's a sucker fish. Damn it. Man, I thought I had one on there. Good one on for a second. Yeah, these sucker fish, for some reason, they like freaking spinners too. Just like a steelhead. Damn. Well, it didn't feel like a steelhead, so I kind of had my doubts. But there you go. There you go. There's a sucker fish for you. Big one, you know. But we're going to let this sucker go because I don't want that one. I'm not taking him home. So, well, there you go. Panther Martin catches sucker fish. It's proven. At least we got one fish, eh? All right, let's get a steelhead now. Got me excited there for a second. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, how are you?
All right. Having any luck today?
Not just getting out for the first time, yeah.
Okay.
When you checked out Bonneville, it was pretty high and
Yeah.
pretty cold up there and raining and stuff.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Down here.
Yeah, it's all kind of blown out up there right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm surprised. This is pretty fishy right now, but
Yeah.
I mean, all I caught is a sucker fish so far. So
Okay.
better. I didn't get skunked. So.
No, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So.
It looks good and it's nice down here.
That's the thing. I mean, yeah, it's like not all cloudy and blown out. I mean, muddy. It's, yeah, you can almost see the bottom. I don't have my glasses on, but
Yeah, good water level.
yeah, I mean, it's moving pretty nicely. Yeah, I mean, what's not to like? I think there's better spots are kind of up there, but
Yeah, I think it was gonna work up towards the rapids if nobody's up there.
yeah, up there, or even kind of go back around on the main part of the land there. But yeah, that's up at the tip is pretty nice up there.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, I'm just gonna probably I'm gonna lazy man fish and just probably throw a cut plug out there and hope it's
hey, you gotta put it in the water, or whatever it is.
Yep, exactly,
It's
yeah.
only, yeah, you're not gonna get it staying at home, that's for sure.
No, yeah. Awesome. Well,
Yeah,
good luck.
yeah, have fun out there. Well, I might just have to throw some spinners out there and then call it a day. Yeah, there's no action here. No bobber downs. No bites. Nada. Nada mucho, mi amigos. Y amigas. So I'm throwing spinners out there and a fish just rolled in front of me, so I'm gonna just throw about 10 casts and see if we can get him. Starting to rain now, so after I throw a bunch of casts out here with my spinners, I'm done. It's gonna start coming down rain here any minute. I was thinking about going to the other river, but I don't think I'm going to. As much as I'd like to go try the other river, I'm gonna have to do that some other time. Maybe in a couple weeks or so, we'll head out to the other river, see what we can get any luck out there. Oh wow, somebody up there got a fish. Can't tell if it's a sucker fish or steelhead, but obviously they had a good spot there. Can't tell what it is. Huh. Well, they're taking a picture of it. I don't know if they're going to keep it or not. We'll find out if it's a steelhead or not if I talk to them.